To all of humanity, it's really a joy, it's a pleasure, it's an honor to be out here, always in nature, bringing this message of emancipation to you, this message of self-realization, whereby I'm pointing you to look inwardly to discover your real identity is your divinity. Thus, the reason why I want to speak to you about money, and today I want to speak to you about how Abdullah taught Neville Goddard the power of the subconscious mind and money. So I want to deal with money and the subconscious mind. And there's a reason why I want to deal with money and the subconscious mind. Now, there are many people who are not quite aware of the power of their subconscious mind and how the subconscious mind really work. Also, there are many people who are not aware of what really takes place at the time of birth, right up to the age of say 7 or 8 years, because many have not taken the time to think about how they were born in this world in amnesia. It was just today I was asking a guy who believes in secular Christianity and who keep talking about God and pointing in the sky. I asked him to tell me of one thing he can remember when he was 3 months old. Okay? And so many people fail to realize that they're suffering from amnesia, which is a state of forgetfulness, and amnesia come with our descending. So we descend into generation and must ascend into regeneration. So because of what would have taken place to us in that young state, growing up, and we didn't know better because we were born in amnesia, we have a certain mindset about money, and that mindset has been placed in our subconscious mind. And that is why there's certain parts of the world you will see people flourishing, and another part of the world you see so much suffering. Now, when you look at, say, television, which I'm not a person who normally look at television, but I would have looked at television so many times in the past, and they show you Africa, they always show you suffering. They always show you poverty. Yet these are the people who believe in a God in the sky, they believe in a God outside of themselves, and they, most of all, they believe in a man who existed 2,000 years ago named Jesus. And when you see people in certain other countries, you see that they're living a lavish lifestyle, okay? And it all have to do with their mindset. So here we see Abdullah was teaching Neville Goddard the relationship between money and the subconscious mind, and how when you are in control of the subconscious mind, you will be in control of your emotion. So when you understand that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency, you also understand that money is energy, and that the creative power in you to transmute that energy to money lies in the subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind is where the process of transmuting anything that has to come from the fourth dimension into the into the third dimension, which is into the physical, okay, that it must come through that way by impressing upon the subconscious mind. So Abdullah also taught Neville the secret of Esau and Jacob and their father Isaac, who was blind, showing you that the subconscious mind is blind, the subconscious mind is impartial, the subconscious mind is just like the earth. Whatever seed you sow in the earth is going to give you back whatever you sow in it in terms of the fruit. And it's just like the womb of a woman, and we refer to the earth as Mother Earth. Okay, whatever seed is sown in the womb of a woman, she will bring back that fruit. So a woman can bring a child for a Chinese man, a Japanese man, a Indian man, a white man, a black man, any kind of man, okay? Her womb doesn't refuse the seed base, and and the womb be impartial, okay? So too is the subconscious mind. Therefore, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So we were never taught the importance of loving, cherishing, and understanding money. We were mostly taught that the love of money is the root of all evil, without having the right understanding that we were supposed to seek first the kingdom within ourselves, which is to say, to seek to know who we are first. Because of that amnesia which we're born in, we are in search of ourselves. We want to know, who am I? Because we want to know who we are. Okay, why we are here, where we come from, where we are going, where we live here. We want to know that. Everyone wants to know that. But we were never taught how to go about that first. We were taught first thing religion and education, and those things robbed us from our mental faculties. So they weaken our will, they weaken our perception, our intuition, our imagination, and so on. And so they fed us mostly on memory, in regurgitating things in school, and that's the way how we were educated. And then the religion brought fear, doubt, shame, guilt, condemnation, limitation, and the wrong concept of money on us. Because to be honest with you, many people in my country and many people who I know that believe in secular Christianity, they really have the wrong concept of money. Many just cannot see themselves having large abundance of money. Many can't see themselves being important people in society. There are many people in my country who believe that if they have an abundance of money, that they would have a good relationship with God, because they do not know who is God. They believe that God is a man in the sky looking down at them, who's angry at them and ready to punish them for every little thing they would do, and fail to realize that the Creator is their imagination, which is actually the Creator in everyone. They fail to realize that every invention, it was first a thought, it was first imagined. They fail to realize that all the things that they benefit from in this life, it came from people who were spiritual. It wasn't people who was religious. You check all of the inventors. They were not religious men and women. There are people who understand the laws of the universe. There are people who understand the laws of thoughts and how thoughts work in the mind. There are people who understand that though the wise men and the philosophers, though they disagree on many things, there's one thing that they're unanimous decision about, that we become what we think about. So as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So my brother and my sisters, Abdullah wanted Neville to understand how powerful it is when you understand the subconscious mind and the relationship of the subconscious mind to money, wealth, or anything that must be created. So he taught Neville how to create money in a time of crisis, in a time of the Great Depression. And right now, we are living in a time where everyone is saying this is a time like it was in 1929 to 1939. But many fail to realize that we are actually living in the now. Because when they say 1929, they're actually saying it in the now. When they say 1939, they're actually saying it in the now. So actually there is no past and there is no future. It's only now. Because whenever a man is speaking about the past, when is he speaking about the past? Right now. It's always now. Time is not real. And I'm speaking from experience, because if time was real, I would have gone back in time and I would have gone forward in time based on experiences that I would have had, which I don't want to go into right now. So here we see history repeating itself. Here we see a man again, like Abdullah, teaching the world how to believe in themselves, teaching the world that imagination creates reality and that consciousness is the only reality there is. And that is why I would never hold to false identity. But there are certain things I have to say based on how I grew up and based on what was taught to us. Okay, so I can't compromise to get favors with people and to be loved and accepted and embraced by others. I have to speak the truth. Okay? Because there are many who believe what I am teaching and they actually even teaching what I am teaching, but they will not go into the Bible and show you that they're getting their information and what they believe or what they're teaching from the Bible. And these are people who knows that the school system is to keep you and have you as with an employee mentality and to control you because it's robbing you of your mental faculties. Yet these are same people who would amass a large amount of wealth and then they will speak about giving charity, and giving charity to who? People in Africa. And what they're doing, building more schools. So it's a part of enslaving the people even more. So when I see things like that, I have to speak and show people that we need to get the right relationship concerning money in our subconscious mind and delete the old program. We receive an old program from our parents, our grandparents, our great-great-great-great-great-grandparents, and it passed down from generation to generation. It's a generational curse. And we have to break the generational curse. I'm very sad to say that in the DNA of a lot of melanated or black people, when I say melanated people, everybody have melanin. Okay, just means some have more melanin than some. And melanin has nothing to do with what people think about complexion and all of that. It's the invisible fluid that is inside of you. Okay? But I don't want to go into all of that right now. And so, there must be people. For example, let me give you an example. Michael Jordan. Because of the popularity of Michael Jordan, someone could say, okay, Jordan, let us come up with a shoe or a certain cologne because of your influence. And so many people gonna buy that product because of Michael Jordan, and many who believe this is them, they're gonna buy it based on, oh, Michael Jordan look just like me, he's a black man like me, say a certain rapper, a certain entertainer, a certain movie star. I remember in my country they had to stop the cinema when they was having the Black Panther because there was too much people and there was too much confusion. So they had to stop the whole thing, and I think they had to do it some different way to get to accommodate the amount of people, because there's so much people who identify themselves in that way. So many people who identify themselves based on how they look on the outer. So I have to say these things. So when we understand how the subconscious really work and understand the power of the subconscious mind, we have to teach the younger ones that, hey, we have to change our thinking. There are people right now who believe that I'm a devil. There are people who call me demon. As a matter of fact, just recently someone called me Lucifer. And when I get to text, because it was on my phone, on my WhatsApp, they send some religious thing and I critique it. Okay? Because I know the preacher was lying. They always lie. The Lord always tell them all different things except tell them how to better themselves and the people. Okay? And these preachers, all they do is basically better themselves, as in they fleece the sheep, and while the sheep starving, they get fat and the sheep is starving. Okay? And this person start calling me names. I want to start breaking down things for them. They turn back now and apologize to me for calling me that. Because when I show them that Lucifer, son of the morning, and Jesus, the bright and morning star, is basically the same thing. Okay? And that the sun that gives light is the same light, is the same sun that gives the darkness. Okay? So let me go back to what I was saying. We must change our mentality about money. We have to increase our financial IQ by understanding that money gives us more options. Money gives you more options. Money will give you a better feeling because you can be able to afford the things that you so desire. And it is so simple. All you have to do is use your energy wisely and having the understanding of the transmutation of energy and how to transmute that energy. Everything you see around you is a transmutation of energy. The camera that I'm looking into and speaking is a transmutation of energy. It was for us a thought. It was for us an idea. It had to be for us imagine. Everything is transmutation of energy. So we have to learn how to transmute our energy. That is why we have to go to bed more consciously, because that the time we'll be able to impress the subconscious mind. And Job 33 give you that secret, so you can read Job 33 verses 14 to 16. Also, when we awake in the morning, because our brain is in another state. There are different brain waves. Okay, that those who break it down in the scientific way. But as I said to you, I speak from experience. Okay, and so how you start your day is how you're gonna go throughout the day and end your day, and how you go to bed would mean how you awake also. So my brother and my sisters, if you should take anything away from this video, is that Abdullah was teaching Neville the power of the subconscious mind and how it is linked to wealth, and how we have to go to bed consciously and awake consciously, and we have to control our thoughts and focus our thoughts and concentrate on the things that we so desire and will want to create in this world. And that is why in the time of the Great Depression, Neville Goddard, though he wasn't working, he had money, he had a lovely suit, and he was traveling from America to Barbados first class, and it was all done in imagination. And Abdullah told him, you are going first class, not second class, not third class. We are told that these parts that we are living, they are third world country. And when I come to understand this thing deeply, I come to realize third world is based on the people's mentality. It is based on the people's mentality. So I don't have a problem saying third world, because most of the people have a certain kind of mentality. So my brother and my sisters, this is time for you to wake up and to use your imagination creatively, and to live your life more consciously, and to be responsible for your thoughts, because it is your own thoughts that is creating your reality. Therefore, have the right emotion and don't use your emotion on the wrong things, like the news and all the other things that they have to distract you. Don't allow anything like, don't make division, racism and all of these things, because they're not real. We are living in an illusionary world. This world it's all an illusion. Don't get caught up in the illusionary world. The real you is God, and you're God in flesh. This is the house, and you live in this house, and we are one. There's only one universal consciousness. That is why we all have to breathe in oxygen from the plants and give back carbon dioxide. We are one. Don't make no one get you caught up in race and all of these things. We are one, just one universal consciousness. There's only one race, it's just a human race. So forget about all the other things that are not useful and focus on that which gonna uplift you and strengthen you and help you to bring value to the rest of humanity. Okay, so with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much. And if you listen to me for the very first time and what I'm saying, if it's resonating with you and it's making sense with you, then it is for you. And I'm encouraging you, if you haven't subscribed already, to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share. And to remember, as usual, this message I bring to you, it is the single eye. The single eye message of self-realization, which Matthew 6:22 says that if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. And that is why I always bring this message to you and saying to you, hadn't it been that I would have awakened within myself like a fiery being and would have heard the unearthly wind, after I would have experienced the great mighty shaking, that true earthquake taking place within me, and the temple been split in two from top to bottom, and I exit my skull and became invisible, I wouldn't have been here bringing this message to you, saying to you that when the Bible says you shall change from mortal to immortality in a twinkling of an eye, that twinkling of an eye is an opening of an eye, where an eye will open in you and you will realize what is said in Psalm 78:65, which says, "And the Lord awake as out of a great sleep, as one given to wine." And also you come to understand what it is said in Thessalonians, I believe, that you shall change from mortal to immortality in a twinkling of an eye. That twinkling of an eye is an opening of an eye, where you would awake from the dream of life and understand the secret of the single eye. That's why I always give you the symbol of the single eye, saying to you, it is not an evil sign, but it is the sign of the all-seeing eye of God in you. And when you have the experience, you come to realize that it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N, and that it is the dawning of a new day in your life. For the sun, as in the S-U-N, parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun. For without the sun, there is no life and there is no light. And without the human imagination, there is anything made that was made. Therefore, my brothers and my sisters, the sun parallels the human imagination, the human imagination parallels the sun. And you're told in the Bible, in Psalms 84:11, that the Lord thy God is a sun, S-U-N, and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you. Therefore, Jesus, as in Jesus Christ, can never be the light of the world. There's nowhere S-O-N could exist unless there first be the S-U-N. So Jesus is an idol given to you for you not to believe in yourself. That is why Jesus never looks like you, especially if you look like how I am looking here. Also, in Malachi 4:2, you are told that the sun, as in the S-U-N, of righteousness, shall arise in you with healing in his wings. That's why I'm bringing healing to you by saying to you, use your mind power, which is your solar power, your sun power, your creative power, your God power, to achieve your every desire and have the right relationship of money and your subconscious mind, as Abdullah taught Neville Goddard. And Abdullah truly was a wise man, and he is our ancestor, the black mystic from Ethiopia. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you all. I'm out.